Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Indie Zone. My name is Kathy. In our opinion, and we always give our opinion, pure commentary, pure speculation under the First Amendment, there has never been a clear indication on the sequence of which of the students were attacked first, second, third, and fourth in the matter styled as State of Idaho versus Brian C. Kohberger. The reason why this may be, and again we say may, speculating, be an important detail is because sequence of attacks might help to establish who might have been the target of the attacks, or it just may mean who the perpetrators of the crimes at 1122 King Road intended to attack first. Motive has always been elusive in this case. Could a clear understanding of the sequence of the attacks hold the key to motive and provide additional clarity that unfortunately, in our opinion, the public does not have now, more than 3 years after the catastrophic events at 1122 King Road? Let's look at what the prosecutor's position was possibly on the order of the attacks as early as December 29th, 2022. This is the literal start of the case. There is a document for your evaluation that's on the court docket. It's entitled Criminal Complaint. It was signed by Bill Thompson, who played such an important role, not just as an attorney prosecuting the case, but also investigating the crimes. He was literally on scene, along with Ashley Jennings, November 13th, 2022, when the both of them, along with Detective Payne, Sergeant Blacker, both of the Moscow Police Department, and also the head of ISP, Idaho State Police, responsible for the crime scene processing, and that is Jeffrey R. Talbot. The 5 of them conducted a walkthrough. This was before the Idaho State Police began processing the crime scene and after a warrant was signed authorizing them to do the same. If we look at this criminal complaint and also the return of the grand jury indictment in May, several months later, 2023, we will see the sequence of the students. The students are listed as Madison, Kaylee, Xana, and Ethan. And what this means, we don't know. Could this have been by date of birth? Could it have been how the attacks occurred as believed by the state of Idaho and or the Moscow Police Department? Again, we don't know. However, if we were to consider the Idaho State Police, who played such a critical role, they not only processed the crime scene, collected evidence that they thought was valuable to the crime scene, provided it to the Moscow Police Department in care of Detective Brett Payne, as they did, shortly after midnight on the 14th of November 2022. They also forensically tested evidence that was submitted by the Moscow Police Department to the Idaho State Police Forensics Services Department. If you look at the documents that were recently released by the Idaho State Police, and there are massive number of documents that happened with this fifth document drop of October 31st, 2025. That is when the first images of the sheath were released by the ISP. Not the sheath at the crime scene, the sheath at the Idaho State Police Forensics Lab in Meridian. That was tested somewhere around the 17th of November 2022, as far as we can tell from the records. Now look at evidence submission receipt. This is dated November 21st, 2022. Just a few days after the crimes at 1122 King Road. And here we see on this document regarding a submission of evidence from the Moscow Police Department to the Idaho State Police Laboratory. The victims are listed as follows: Madison, Xana, Ethan, Kaylee. Again, Madison, Xana, Ethan, Kaylee. The three names that appear just above Madison's are not victims. We see the victim area checked off for Madison, Xana, Ethan, and Kaylee. The three names above, one is a suspect, the second is a subject, the third is a subject. What's the difference? Well, the person at the top of this list was on this date, November 21st, 2022, deemed as a suspect in the crimes. Subjects, when we've seen this come up on other ISP documentation, this appears to be something else entirely. This might be a witness. This may be someone else. It's not a suspect, however, because the suspect box is not checked off here. So bottom line, it appears that as of November 21st, 2022, the sequence of the victims ran Madison, Xana, Ethan, Kaylee. Very different from the MPD through the Latah County Prosecutor's Office listed the victims as being Madison, Kaylee, Xana, and Ethan. These are pure opinions, pure speculation that we provide pursuant to the First Amendment to the United States Constitution. If you have any thoughts, any opinions, any comments that you would like to share regarding this matter, please leave them here. And until next time, this is Kathy. Thank you very much for joining us here today.